Hello, hi there Pisceans, I hope that you are well. This is your December love reading and my name is Bella and I'm a psychic. How I intuit the information is from my spirit guides. I will also be pulling some cards as we go along just to get some clarifications, but also any additional messages from spirit that you might need to know in order for the reading to go ahead. I'm tongue-tied. This is like my 5th reading today. So anyway, my lovelies, if you'd like to know more about me and my services, the links are just down below, and please follow and do like and subscribe and hit the notification bell also too. So I'm a little bit tongue-tied as well because I've been looking at your situation obviously before I came on, and I was like, Pisces, what's going on? Why are you letting the energy of somebody do this or make you feel a certain way? And hopefully I can convey this message really, really well, because basically how it's been shown to me, and you can flip it around how it applies, is that somebody has either left you abruptly or they have said something in the heat of a moment and then have just kind of left it like we're not going to deal with this now. You know, that's the end of the subject. We're not going to talk anymore about it. Don't try to talk about it. And it's the same kind of energy with the person who's left you. That's why they've left you, because they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to deal with it. So they've just ran off. Now, they're not gone, because the energy is that they are doing this to be in control because they don't want the mirror being held up to their face. They don't want to face the issue, the problem, or the solution. They just want you to shut up. That's how it's coming across. And that's why I'm like, Pisces, why are you letting this person basically making you be quiet, not wanting to resolve the issue? And it's not just that. I'm also getting that for those of you where the person's still around and you had an argument and they're like, that's it. It's not the first time. Maybe it's been a more recent reoccurrence, but it's also that they're making you feel like you have to walk on eggshells, because where you don't feel like you can communicate with that person or share or have ideas, is making you then have to moderate your behaviour in order to not piss them off or to have the subject brought up again. So it means that if you've got any problems that you need to talk to your partner about, or the person that you're dating about, in order to be happy and to move forward, you feel like you can't. So when they piss you off, you're like, you know, you'll clock it in your head, and you'll think, oh, well, I better not, because they'll just get mad again, or they just, you know, disappear again. And same with the person who's disappeared. When they come back, because they will, you will feel like you can't be yourself, or that if there's an issue, if you're not getting a need met because they are in control, that you won't feel like you can ask for it because you'll be too afraid that they will be off. Let them be off. We should never, and I don't want to preach to you, but we should never be with anybody who won't let us speak, that makes us feel like we're on eggshells. That's not a balanced relationship. And that's the energy that I'm getting right now, is that you're not necessarily in a balanced relationship. What is that all about, Pisceans? Spirit is saying here, it's like there's a feeling that they've left you to deal with the mess that they created, making you almost feel like you were the reason for it. And you're trying to figure out how to put it back together when it's not your job to fix something that they have almost, in a way, deflected back towards you. Am I making sense? It's like you tell them something like, you know, I don't feel heard. And then they'll say, well, I don't feel heard all the time, and I'm not going to talk about it because you do this and you do that. Basically, like, they divert it back to you. You bring up the problem and they make it about you. Or they don't want to confront it because they know it's the truth. They don't want you to challenge them. They don't want to have to say sorry or moderate. They just disappear. They don't contact you. So that's the energy of the person you're dealing with in December, maybe even longer than that. And don't like it. I don't know where to go with this, because basically Spirit is saying the one who's disappeared, like gone communication, ghosted you, gone quiet, said they don't want the relationship anymore, they will be back if they're not back already. But the message that I'm really getting from Spirit is about how it makes you feel anxious and how it makes you sad. I'm not getting a connection with this person that's making you feel vibrationally happy. Are they worth it? Including, even if they've not left and they're your current partner or the person that you're dating, is to seriously ask yourself, are they worth it? Are they worth it? Now, I'm trying to look at this at an angle. Let's just say they've only recently become like this because we've had funny energy and you're married to them, for example. This does need to be nipped in the bud. What Spirit is saying is you cannot walk on eggshells. You have to risk speaking and having your voice, confronting things, to not let them, you know, do this behaviour to squish and make you silent. That you have to push past it because it's the only way that you'll get balance, or to bring back the positivity that was there back into the connection. The same would be true even if it wasn't a marriage. Like, you should be speaking up to yourself. That's the theme that I'm getting when it comes to your love life, is you should be speaking up regardless of what you fear the consequences are, because you should not be with somebody. And for those of you who do have a loving partner who does love you, despite them being in this controlling energy right now, if they love you enough, they will compromise. They will bring the balance. They will do the right thing. You cannot be afraid of saying the wrong thing because you'll lose them, because if they love you, by saying the right thing that is, you know, communicative and balanced and, you know, your needs, if they can't meet you, then they're not your partner. I don't need to be psychic to tell you that. Pretty much, that's how it's been shown. My guides are basically saying in this month there's a lot of inner work that you need to do when it comes to how you see yourself in a connection, what you're allowing in a connection that does not serve you, and how you need to brave up, woman up, man up, to say what you need without you feeling like you're the villain, or that if you say something you're going to lose it. Because let's face it, is it really yours? Do you want this? Because it's been shown to me that it's only going to make you more miserable. So we're going to pull some cards now, just to sort of back up what spirits are kind of indicating at this time. Sorry, that's one of my dogs who is barking at the cat because the cat is sitting too close to her and she don't like it. She's a scaredy cat, basically. So, in fact, I'll show you her very quickly. This is Madison. Madison's actually not very well. She's got a heart condition. She's not very well, bless her. So I have to just give her some love every now and then. So, here we go. No jumping cards. So again, you've got Knight of Wands. This card's come out a few times in people's readings. This is about the energy of somebody. Sorry, got interrupted. I had to deal with my dog. So, Knight of Wands is what I pulled out before I got interrupted. Basically, this is kind of like, you've got somebody playing around with emotions. This is normally player energy for me, but I don't feel it's necessarily that relevant. I just feel like basically with the energies of the person that we've been speaking about, or that you're, you know, in a relationship with, or has left you, they are playing with your heart. There is manipulation energy going on with what they're doing. And the thing is, they're quite quick to act as well. So it's almost like you can't get a word in. As soon as you remotely do something that's not favourable, they're off, basically. And then they're swooped back in again. It's very much mental, and you need to be aware of that. The thing is, they do want commitment with you. So that's what you're not got to be afraid of, because as part of, there's a lot of you that's saying to yourself, well, if I, you know, rock the boat a little bit, if I don't speak my mind, then they will be off again, and it will be for good, or they'll be with somebody else, or it will ruin the relationship, or whatever. That's what you're telling yourself. And the advice from Spirit, like I said, is to actually speak up and to actually not allow this to get any bigger, because you'll grow a monster and then it will become a toxic connection. Basically, what's been indicated here is that they do care about you, they do love you, they do want this, but you see how everything's kind of love and equal? It has to come, you know, you are the head there. You know, you are the one that's standing there putting things together. They need you. So speak up, because it can be healthier. It's just, it's not. You've got a Judgment card here. This means many different things to me, as it does with every reader. But in this instance, Spirit is saying, you need to make a judgment call about this relationship. You need to make a judgment call about yourself and how you're reacting to this, in order for this to have any hope of surviving and to being different. In order, what they're saying here is, if for things to be different, you have to be different. You have to respond differently, and you have to let go of the fear, because fear begets itself. This relationship cannot last. It will only get worse if you don't change your vibration and your strength about it. Because also, do you see there's an angel in there? They're saying if you don't, there will be divine intervention to remove this person from your life, because it will only get more toxic. And you have been shown as divinely protected, and so they will protect you from this energy. They seriously will. So bear this in mind, that you've got some work to do, my lovely Pisceans, to basically on yourself, to make sure that they don't take advantage of you. And I say that with a lot of love. Basically, again, you got the Page of Pentacles. This has also come out before for another star sign. I think it was Capricorn, actually. I'm going to flip this around though, from different from what I said to them. They're saying you're giving too much to them. You and your generosity, you're giving them, and see how there's like a little leprechaun of sorts. You know, they are dancing around you. Give me, give me, give me. Like they're the child and you're the grown up. But the trouble is that just like children do, they take advantage. If they think they can run circles around you, then they actually will. They will actually run circles around you. So, Spirit, I know that was a deep one, but Spirit kind of just wanted to highlight this message for those of you who are having this experience, that it's important for the inner work to happen with you, they want to boost your confidence. They want you to have strength in you knowing that you can do the right thing by speaking up and to not be pushed over by this person. Better to lose them if they're not meant for you, because if they're meant for you, they will moderate themselves and you have to take that risk. What I'm going to do in the extension link is just down below, is I'm going to look to see what happens when you do that, just to get some double confirmation from Spirit. We'll pull some cards so that it's completely, you know, not done with Spirit, just to see what happens when you do that. So see me in the extended, and hope to see you there.